Do you ever find that sometimes you start social media posting and then a few days later or a few weeks later, you're just not doing it anymore because you don't have time? This video will fix that because it just means you're doing it wrong. This process will allow you to significantly ramp up your social media production, regardless of whether you're doing it by yourself or whether you have a team member doing it. This makes it very, very quick. Ideally, you can batch this process, but even if you just have a cool idea, you can pull out your phone, video it, follow this process, and you can get it up into social really, really quick with really high quality, with great captions, great editing to cut out anything that's not needed. It's super, super fast. So let's dive in. So the process you can see on the screen here, I use a program called Millernote, which I also recommend for project planning. So that's Millernote. It's basically a 10-step process here. I'm going to run through it very fast for you. And ideally, by seeing this process, you'll pick up, maybe a few things you can implement, or you'll just follow the process exactly as I do it. So if you really want the short version, I'll just tell you what I'm about to do. And then if you want, you can stick around and watch me do it. So the first thing is we create a thumbnail using Canva to confirm that the topic what we're talking about is interesting. Make sure we got the right hook. So you want to make sure your thumbnail is good. So you do that first. Then you want to write the post, like what you're actually going to talk about. That's optional. If you want to make it more succinct, often writing it down in advance is a good idea. Then step 3, you're actually going to record your video just using your phone. And then, and by the way, as you'll see in my example video, if you've paused, you're reading what you were going to say next, as I'm doing in the example, doesn't matter. Just do it in one big long take. Because then step 4, we're going to upload it to Dropbox. We're going to run it through an application called Timebolt that cuts out all the silent gaps and makes it easy to edit out anything we don't want. Then we're going to download the video again and upload it into a tool called submagic, which makes amazing subtitles with emojis and everything automatically. And then we're going to copy the auto AI generated text that you actually put in your post, right? So submagic will actually produce for you what you actually need to write in the post under your video, including all the hashtags. And then we're going to post it onto your social media for the best possible time to engage with your audience using an app called Metricool. And then we're going to duplicate that post so it posts to your story as like an organic story straight after that. And then ideally, you just do this over and over again to batch your contact for the week or the month, whatever it might be. Okay, so let's dive in. I'll show you exactly how we do this. So step 1, we're going to create a thumbnail. I've actually already done that. Step by step, leads on demand, get it all free. It's a good idea to have your picture in thumbnails, and ideally try to make an area of it square because that's probably going to be the area that people see on certain views in Instagram as well. This one might actually be a little bit too tall. I'm going to compress my line spacing a bit, and I'm going to bring this down just a touch, which makes it look a little bit squished. But it'll all make sense when you see how this posts. Okay, and then I'm going to download. By the way, you can just copy a Canva from last time, so you don't have to start from scratch. So once you've got a good template, just leverage what you've got, change the colors around, so it just looks a little bit different. We're going to download this. So we've saved that. We're going to go to our next step. We're going to write the post, which I've already done. I've already done this example, so I've done that. Then we're going to record the video on my phone, which I've done. And then you just upload it to Dropbox. I find that to be the most reliable way to get it off of my phone onto my computer. And then once it's uploaded to Dropbox, I actually have Dropbox installed on my laptop. So I actually have the video right here in a folder that I can just access. Then we're going to upload, step 5, run it through Timebolt. Okay, so this is the first paid app, if you like, you might like to use. So this is Timebolt. There'll be links to these under this video. So we're going to grab the video and then we upload it. And so before we do the editing, you can actually see in this video, it starts with me not talking, and then you can see me talking. And you'll see in a minute here, I basically stop talking. I look over at my script and then I realize, what am I going to say? And then I come back and I start talking again. The key is that I just have really distinct moments of silence so that it's easy for the Timebolt software to work. So let's dive into Timebolt now. So we're going to grab the video and then we upload it. And what this does is it automatically cuts out the silences. See all the red? That's all the silent gaps there, right? So it's already edited my video like that, just like magic. You can also, if I remember the shortcut for this, punch in and punch out, right? So what that means is, and you can see I'm just alternating the punch in, punch out. And that's done. And now what we need to do is come down here and we add it to the queue. We go to the queue, we start rendering, and then away it goes, and it automatically edits my video. You can see how that was super, super fast. Okay, so now we have the time-bolted version. You can see if I open this video and play it, it's shortened from 2 minutes to 1 minute and 2 seconds. And you can see, basically, I'm just going to keep talking here, and there's no gaps. And you can see as it goes through, it sort of punches in, punches out. Right, so that's how you do that. So you see in those videos where it sort of zooms in, zooms out, it cuts automatically. That's done that literally like in a minute for you. Okay, so next step is we're going to upload it to submagic. And we're going to upload it into submagic just here. So we're going to call this leads on demand. Now, if you need to compress your video as an optional tool, I do recommend using a tool called Handbrake. This one here, Handbrake open source video transcoder. You just use it in the default settings, download it, run your video through it, and it will compress your video if you need to, if it's too big to upload here. So that's an optional one for you. Okay, once it uploads, we're going to get our first run of the subtitles. Now, as you can see here, first one wasn't quite right. Gym owners, Jonas. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Let's go through and have a look and see how effective this was. I have a free gift for you. As we head into 2024, it's finally time to take control of your own marketing. And with recent updates to the social media platforms. Yep, so I've just gone all the way through and it's all completely correct except for the very first line. And I'll play this through here. Okay, so you can see there, it's done a very good job of the subtitles. The colors aren't quite what I want, so I'm going to go to style. I'm going to change this third color to be this blue, which is more on point with my brand. The only thing I think with this video is it's a little bit overlapping my actual brand zip leads on my shirt there. But then again, that's all good branding, isn't it? So that's that. You'll also see that in the description, it will generate a description with AI. So this is going to be useful to us when we actually do post. You can see here, it's given me exactly what I need to type in, including emojis again and hashtags. One point is I have heard you're better off putting these hashtags in the first comment, but I'm not going to go into hashtags in this video. So I'm happy with this video now, and I'm going to export that so that we can download it and then post it. So while exporting, let's go back and check our guide. We've checked the text and we've copied the auto-generated, oh, we didn't copy that, we'll copy that in a minute. And then we're going to go into Metricool so we can actually post it. So this is Metricool. So one of the cool things about this social media scheduling tool is that it will tell you by color when are the best times to post. So you can see here in this calendar view here, the darker blue areas are when people that follows me and Zip Leads are more active. So we've got 11 a.m. here generally on Wednesdays, and then 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Wednesdays is some of our darker areas. Today's Thursday, so if I want to post this today, it doesn't really matter. It looks like it's pretty similar throughout the rest of the day. So we're going to aim for, let's go 4 p.m. today. So I'm going to take a previous post. I'm going to choose today when I wanted it. Yeah, 4:02 p.m. That's fine. And I'm going to duplicate as a draft. And then this will put it into my planner for today in about an hour's time, so then I can go into it and I can edit it. So I actually don't want the old video, so I'm going to remove that. And this is where, had I remembered, I would have had my text to paste in just there. But I'm going to just delete this bit here. That's going to go in there. And I'm going to go through my other settings here and change my title. how to get leads on demand for gyms, free step-by-step. So that's my Facebook Reel title. Instagram doesn't have one, and then YouTube will have one as well. So this tool is allowing me to post on Facebook Reel, Instagram Reel, and YouTube Shorts all at the same time. It's one of the cool things about Metricool. I believe at the time of this recording, they're bringing out their TikTok as well, but certainly those three are good places to be posting right now. And I'm going to show you at the end of this how we repurpose this for stories as well. Okay, so we're back. I actually did a bit of a shortcut cheat. I compressed that video from 1:02 to 59 seconds using Camtasia, but you don't need to do that step if you just keep your videos under 60 seconds. All right, so we've got our video ready. So we're going to click on that little icon here, and we're going to go add video, and we're just going to click our video. We've got, where are we? Shortest social flow post. This is it here. It's our 59-second version, so it'll work on our reels as well. So there's our video, you can see just there. And now we can either just choose a thumbnail, like we could have that one, for example, or we could click on upload video thumbnail, and then that's where we can go and we can actually upload our post just here. So we can accept that. Or I could have just gone select cover and selected any of these as well. Okay, so that's a shorter way to do it if you don't want to do the actual thumbnail that you build, but that's up to you. All right, I'm not sure what it's going to use now because I've already uploaded a thumbnail, so we'll see what it does. All right, so we've got our post that was posted in here. I've got the same information I post on a lot of things about Comment Grow, and we've already done our presets here, so we're ready to go. So now we can hit save and schedule. And that will actually take maybe a couple of minutes to do as it's scheduling it to all those different platforms. And then the last thing we're going to do, we'll jump forward to this in the video in a second, is we're going to duplicate this post and put it on as a story. This is a really important step if you do want to share it to your stories, because if you share a reel to your stories, it comes up at like 75% size. And there is, well, I've seen a lot of Instagram coaches tell me over and over that when you do that, you get less engagement. So you're better off posting the video directly as a story, and then it comes up full size and more people will watch it. Okay, once that's done, what you want to do is, well, it's up to you, but if you want to repost it as a story, what you can do is you can click on the post that you just scheduled, change the date to, maybe it's the same day. I'm not sure what the best practice for this actually is, but we're going to do just an hour later. And then what we'll do is we will duplicate. And then there's our duplicated post. We click on that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn off Reel. We're going to turn off YouTube Short. We're going to change the Instagram to a story. And then stories can't have any text, so we delete everything. And so you've just got the video. Not sure if covers are valid for stories, but in case they are, just make it whatever we want. And then that's it. So we'll just say story on Instagram, and then click on save and schedule. And that's it. And now you've done the post as a reel, and you've also done it as a story. And you can see there I'm posting in that darker area with Metricool. So that's the process that I use step by step for streamlining social media content, but also really making it that much more engaging. Little things like that punch in, punch out on the viewing thing on Timebolt is fantastic. I really recommend that one, as well as the submagic subtitles. Really just take up that production level. But as you see, it's pretty much instantaneous. So it's so fast to do this, and you can have content that appears to have some production team behind it, but you're just knocking it out in just a few minutes each video. So underneath this video, there'll be links to all the different apps we've recommended. Some of them are affiliate links, which means that they send back a small kickback to us for recommending it, but it's the same cost either way. In fact, some of them actually is a discount. For example, there's a discount code there for submagic that you can use if you decide to use submagic. And if you have any questions at all on what I've done here, or any questions that I didn't answer in the video that you want to know about how to do this better or how to follow the process, just let me know. You can connect via, there might be comments under this video, or you can message us on any of our other social media platforms. But yeah, hopefully that's been helpful for you, and hopefully this helps you get more content out there and saves you a ton of time. And lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't say, if you know someone, or who else do you know, have a think that might benefit from watching this video, and of course, please share it with them as well.